sandwich of fame. Pickled carrots and daikon are the name of the game.
Alright, are you ready to get into this banh mi sandwich? First off, we gotta make the pickled daikon and carrots. So I've got 2 carrots, cut the ends off, peeled, using my mandolin to get nice thin slices. And once I get those slices nice and thin, I'll get my chef knife out and cut them julienne, and then put them into a mason jar that we'll use to put our pickling juice in to get these started. So get that filled up with the carrots, and then we'll move over and get the daikon out. The daikon? I'm not sure how you pronounce it. But we got that peeled, cut in half, and we'll do the same thing. We'll run it through the mandolin, get nice thin slices. Then we'll stack them up and cut those julienne and put those in the mason jar as well. Alright, so we just about have all these julienne in the mason jar they go. Now let's move over to the stove, get out a medium to small saucepan, and we're going to fill that saucepan with 1.5 cup of water. We're going to turn the heat up on high, and we're going to try to bring this up to a boil. Then we're going to add 1.5 cup of white vinegar. And once we get a little action in that water, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of sugar. And we'll mix that up real good. Make sure everything dissolves nice. And once that is dissolved, we're going to add a couple pinches of kosher salt. And we'll mix that up as well and get that dissolved. There we go. And once that is dissolved, we're going to turn the heat off and let that cool down just a little bit. And then we'll pour this right over our carrots and daikon. Fill it to the top of the mason jar. Then we'll put the lid on, nice and tight. And we're going to pop that in the refrigerator for at least 3 to 4 hours. And we will have pickled daikon and carrots. Amazing. This also works great for like pickled red onions, by the way. Alright, let's get that in the fridge. Now let's work on our banh mi sauce. A couple spoonfuls of mayonnaise. About 2 tablespoons of hoisin sauce. One tablespoon of sweet chili sauce. And 1 tablespoon of sriracha. You can adjust this to your liking. This is just the way I like it. And we'll get that all mixed up. And once that's mixed up, we'll put that in the refrigerator as well. Now I went to the market today and I picked up 2 nice pieces of pork belly. I'm just going to season these with a little granulated garlic and granulated onion. Then I'm going to pop these into the oven at 350 degrees until I reach an internal temperature of about between 155 and 160. And then we'll pull those out, let them rest, get those on the board, and we'll start to cut up our pork belly. So while this is getting cut up, what else we're going to need is thin sliced red onion, thin sliced tomato. I've got some pickled jalapenos that aren't very hot at all, and arugula. So we're going to have all that on the ready when it's time to build the sandwich. Now it calls for a French baguette. My favorite bread to use when I'm making a sandwich like this is I like to go to Jimmy John's and buy one of their loaves for $1. It's, in my opinion, one of the best breads you can use. Holds up great. So anyways, we'll get all this meat cut up, and then we're going to transport this meat into a mixing bowl. Once we get all that meat in there, we're going to add some of our sauce that we made, and we'll mix that up real good so that all the meat is nicely coated with the sauce we made. And then it'll be time to start the assembly. While I'm doing this, if you can remember to please like, share, subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, hit that bell to stay up to date on newest recipes. I put a new one out every Wednesday and Sunday. Alright, let's get started on the assembly. We're going to put some spread down of our sauce. And we're going to come with thinly sliced tomato. Then our thinly sliced onion. Our jalapenos. And we'll come with our pork belly. And then our pickled daikon and carrots. And then we'll top it off with arugula. And what I like to do, if you ever saw the hot dog video, kind of the same trick. I like to get it nice and tight and then roll it up nice and tight in a paper towel. Let it sit for a minute or two, and it just kind of holds everything nice and tight together. And there you have a delicious Banh Mi sandwich. Easy to make, a lot of fun, and very, very flavorful. Make this dish, this sandwich. I think it'll become one of your favorites. And I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you on the next one.
Grab a Banh Mi, take a big bite. From the first crunch to the last, you'll see nothing hits the spot.